Okay, I think we are live. Oh my
Yes.
God. Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right, we're late and it's my fault. I was in the wrong room
In the like physically or digitally?
digitally.
Okay. I
I was
thought
in
I
the wrong
was in
room
at
and then
first.
my alarm went off and to like start. And I was like, why is it not telling me it's time to start? And
Yeah.
where is Tina? And then I was like, oh, de dope, de dope. And then I was like, oh, I bet I'm in the wrong room.
Yeah. You went in like another one you had scheduled or something like that?
Yeah, so I'm basically like a week ahead.
Yeah.
I'm in next week's reading sprint.
I
This
did
is what
that the
happens
other
when you plan ahead.
I did that the other day, but I actually went live on the wrong thing. So I had to change the time of my other one to match later on in the night. Um or whenever I needed it to be. So yeah.
It's
So at
like
least you didn't go
you
live with that one.
organized right, and then it just backfires on you.
Yeah. Because when I clicked it, it said, "Are you sure you want to go live? This one is set to." I'm like, "Whatever, yeah." And I'm like, "It said 7 o'clock." Oh no, and I'm already live. So
I
yeah,
know, it's confusing. Like the dashboard is confusing.
yeah. Because it doesn't also like on my phone, it's so different from my iPad, and it's like so much worse. Like it's like I can't
Oh my
see when I
gosh,
go
I
live.
can't imagine it on the phone or the iPad.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the app is like just as good or even better than like like as a guest,
Oh, really?
and it doesn't like here it gives me I can click on the comments and I can see the time the comments come in, but on when I'm on StreamYard I can't see the time the comments come in, so I don't know. I like
Oh.
seeing that. I don't know. I think that's I don't know. I like knowing how far back I am if I'm
No, I agree. But you're right. Sometimes so I'm on my laptop on the desktop version.
mm,
And you're right. Oh, maybe it's when I'm a guest on yours and I can't see see the timing when you can't see it.
mm, okay.
Because sometimes I don't see it, but I can see the timing right now. Can you see the timing right now?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
When I'm on the app, I can. I think. I don't think I can if I just go on like Safari and open it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's say hello to everyone.
Sorry to be a little bit late.
I know. I'm so sorry.
I only like I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready. First of all, I had to stay home from whatever, not important. So I I'm like, okay, it's 50. I'm gonna go ahead and go get on just in case she's already there. Don't leave her hanging. And I started messaging with someone on Instagram. And so I'm messaging with someone on Instagram, and I like it's 7 minutes later. I'm like, oh no, I have to get on. It's 57. So
And where's Vivian? Were you like, where is she? What's going on? Am I in the right place?
yeah.
And then it was like, did I send you the link? Yes, I did. But then my Instagram wasn't updating. So I
Oh.
couldn't see like any messages except for like Monday, like
Mm. Oh
before
wow.
the sprints on Monday. And then there was a mess or during the sprints on Monday, because there was
Yep.
one from you
Mhm.
when we were like trying to figure some stuff out. But yeah. I
Yeah. Mm.
Hey, Josie, how are you? Hey, Skylar. Still haven't read more of this. Oh my
Fair.
gosh. Currently reading Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. I saw that. Where did
Yeah.
I see that? Was that on Skylar? Was that on your Instagram, maybe?
Question.
Or did somebody else review it and I saw it somewhere?
I've seen that like here or there. It's a cozy mystery, I think, right? It's a cozy mystery. There's an old lady on the cover, and she's like peeking through like blinds, right?
Yeah. And I remember wherever I saw it, I was like, ooh, I feel like that sounds like kind of a cool book. Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. I
Yeah.
mean, it could be
Mhm.
cool. I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. I don't know why Anne thinks her red hair is plain, but raven black hair would be beautiful. I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
You think the red hair would be better than raven black. I love red hair.
And that's the thing, right? Is like I feel like most people in the world think that red hair is like so special and so interesting, and like I think most people think that, I mean, I guess beauty standards are different all around the world, right? Like,
Right,
so
right,
I think in America, brown hair isn't as loved as blonde hair,
for
right?
sure. I agree with that. The blondes have more fun, they say.
Yes. But I prefer black hair or darker hair, brown hair, black hair to blonde hair. Maybe it's because I have blonde hair or like
We
my
all
hair was
want what we don't have.
my hair was lighter when I was the grass is always green on the other side, but like my hair was lighter when I was younger. And this is like some of this is bleached. So like I guess when
Oh, so your
I
hair is very
grew
dark then.
yeah, it's grown
Yeah,
out and to become darker. It's a little wet right now because I definitely just got out of the shower 20 minutes
it's
ago.
very dark. I feel like you might look really good with red hair.
Really? My
Yeah.
my sister has like I guess like ginger hair.
Oh, okay.
It's not like hot. It's not like bright red. It's like darker.
Like
Like a
dark, like auburn or something.
yeah. But
I
like
feel
vibrant
like,
red too.
you know how Nicole Kidman sometimes has red hair?
Mm,
I
yeah.
feel like her color of red would be really good on you.
Yeah. I did have my hair like a more artificial auburn color. For a while I did dye it that. And I
Hmm.
liked that. I've never gone. I went to dark brown, almost black before, and I don't know. I didn't love that, but I want to do it again. I want to go like pitch black.
Ooh,
But my
like
mom
ashy black.
what?
I
Yeah, like I want to go
would
dark.
go gray, like silver gray.
Yeah.
I am just waiting until I have like enough gray hair that I don't have to like, if I'm gonna dye it a color, like
Yeah.
I dye it brown now, right? Because I
Yeah.
have so many gray hairs that like I have to dye it brown. But
Mhm.
if I have enough gray hairs that there's more gray than brown, I'll just dye it gray. I
Maybe you
think
have to. Maybe you have to let it come in. Like let the gray come in for a little bit. Like I love like women that have salt and pepper, like some really salt and peppery hair, or like I don't know, salt and cinnamon,
yeah,
like a
I
brownish
don't
color.
have enough I don't have enough gray yet for it to be salt and peppery.
Hmm.
But I do every time I start to sprout some more, I always like look and I examine and I'm like, okay, is it time to like let it be gray?
Yeah.
And I keep waiting. Soon. It will be very soon.
I don't typically love like a gray hair on younger people. Like when they do like white that is going a little bit more like darker, like a gray, like gray. Why am I
Yeah.
explaining that like that? Like a gray hair. I don't love it, but I think on older people it looks so much better. Like it looks like so like cool. Like it's
I
like you're
know. I feel
like
like it looks really classy and like, yeah. So,
um,
yeah.
mhm.
Mika, hello, hello. Mika's gonna be sorting 445 little baggies with diamonds while she listens to the audiobook.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Mika, is that for the same diamond painting or it's a new one? I thought you
Good question.
finished the other one. I saw a picture. I thought it was done.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah?
Is that hopefully they gave you the baggies because hopefully you don't have to use your normal Ziploc bags in your house. Like that would be like when I tried to do diamond painting and I was like, I'm gonna use all of my mom's Ziploc bags. Like she's gonna be so upset. I just have like piles of them in my room.
I
Like
don't even 445 Ziploc bags. Like, that's a lot of bags.
so hopefully like the really
Surely
like
they gave it
small
to her.
ones.
See, that's like what, I don't know, people that are selling crack are buying like 445 bags of
Yeah,
something.
I was gonna say hopefully have like the small like suspicious ones you put drugs in. Like get those
Yes,
ones.
yes, yes.
Don't.
Sure, Mika, you're putting diamonds in there. Got it.
Yes, crystals.
Sweet. Your homework. No, 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 no homework.
No, not today. Mm-mm.
No, we're starting at chapter 6.
Yes.
We didn't get very far.
No.
I like my dirty blonde hair better than light blonde hair. Same reason I don't like white clothes. It's easier to see when lighter colors get dirty. Well, that is true.
True. Yeah. Mhm.
That
Yeah.
is true.
But
I
I feel
wear a lot
like
of white t-shirts and they get dirty.
yes. I feel like um I don't know, what am I saying? I feel like having when I had darker hair, I thought my hair got greasy faster. And I
Oh,
don't know if that's something that, and I've never had really terrible experiences with bleach drying my hair out.
yeah.
I think my hair might just be greasy, and so that bleach, just nice bleach, is
It
like
neutralizes
brings
it.
it, yeah, and just taking care of it and like dyeing it a darker color and not just like stripping it of everything it needs is like too much for it. I don't know.
Interesting. I have nothing to add to that. I don't even know. I think being a natural redhead would be even easier to conceal dirt with. If you're dark red, I say, yeah. If you're like
Yeah.
a strawberry blonde, I don't know, maybe not.
No.
My hair's gone from blonde as a child to dark brown as an adult to gray.
Mhm.
Mika, are you very gray though? I mean, I haven't seen you since the summer, since
Yeah.
we did the summer
I don't.
Zooms with the challenge, and I
Yeah,
don't
that's what I was
remember
gonna
your hair
say.
being gray, so I'm
No.
curious.
Yeah, and that's what my mom's did as well. She had like very very pale strawberry blonde hair, and it darkened to a dark brown, like your color. Yeah. And my
Hmm.
dad, I think my dad had like light brown hair, and now he has like black hair. And so
Ooh.
I think it changes over time. Like she was saying, right? Like I don't know if Anne will ever go to brown, but my sister, I think my sister had maybe a little bit lighter hair, maybe not. I'm not totally sure. But I think your hair does get darker as you get older. My brother, I think he had lighter hair as well.
I have always had this dark brown. I was born with it and I've lived with it, and I guess it's turning gray, but it's not turning gray quickly
Yeah.
enough.
Hmm. Were you born with hair?
Oh, I was born with so much hair. I was premature, and so my mom like said I looked like a monkey because I just had hair all over my body. I hadn't lost any of the body hair, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, she was like, "You were so
Oh.
hairy."
Yeah. I was born with no hair, completely bald, and and I think it's so funny to think about. That's crazy. And we have some like one of the only like family big photos we have is of me when I'm like 2, and I basically have like a buzz cut. Like my hair, like I was bald for a while. I think I maybe had like a little bit, just like a light coating over my head, but I really
Yeah,
didn't have hair for a long time. But I think my sister was born with like red hair.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, big black hair for me. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Skylar posted about it. So that's where I saw.
Mm.
Are you guys liking the book?
Loving it. It's
It's
amazing.
Tina's new favorite book. Tina said it was the best beginning of a book she's ever read.
Here with you, with
Here.
us. Yes.
Oh, of any of our like 3 books. Okay,
Yes.
good. Good clarification. Good clarification.
It's the best beginning. I think it's also going to be the best book I've read for book club here. Because
Ooh.
I don't know, I don't think I've like loved. Have I loved any of the books? I did. I gave Salt and Broom 4.5. But
Yeah.
so far it's better, significantly better than Salt and Broom.
I'm trying to think which one I've liked the best so far. I liked Salt and Broom. Uh, I liked the Jane Eyre one, but I can't remember the name of that one now.
Wasn't that Salt and Broom?
Oh, it was Salt and Broom. Yeah, so I
Right?
like maybe that one is my favorite one. Um, I did really like the one we read the last time, the lines we leave behind.
Yes. Did you give them on 5 stars?
I think I gave them both 5 stars.
Yeah. Uh-huh. See, I did not really
We've given
like
out lots of
the
5 stars this year. I
yeah.
decided this year, um, like if I like the book, like really liked it, even if it doesn't change my life like the book, I'm giving it 5 stars. It was a good book. I liked it,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And then if it was like a change my life kind of book, I give it pink stars instead of green.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that. That's a good idea. I
Because
think
I'm
that's
like, why am I penalizing books that are perfectly good books by giving them like 4 stars just because they don't change my life? Like, it doesn't have to change my life to still be a really good book, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
I was like, I need to be a little more generous.
I like that pink star thing because I see people doing 6 stars, and so favorite books
Yes.
get 6, and I'm like, I just don't love that. Like, that just doesn't like resonate with me. But pink stars is a really good, really
Yeah,
like
I started doing it where I was like, okay, I'll give it the green stars, but then if it's like like a change my life book, I'll put like a heart next, so it gets stars and a heart. And then I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to change the color of the stars, because
yeah.
that way I can quickly look like on my library, on my journal, and see like which ones were like the best of the month.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think I've given anything we've read for Treehouse Book Club pink stars,
Mm.
but I have given like 5 stars to stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Anne of Green Gables will
Yeah.
get 5 stars or pink stars. I don't think I would have given it that when I'd read it before.
Mm.
Who knows? Maybe this time it gets the prize. I don't know.
See.
All right. Mika's gray hair isn't silver gray. It's a dirty, ashy gray. Oh, I want mine to be silver gray.
My grandma had black hair, and when hers turned, it turned everything except for the bottom. And so she had like half, like the bottom half of her hair was, or like
No way.
turns was black, completely black, and everything else was completely white, silver gray.
That's weird.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right. So Mika's dyeing her hair brown because she doesn't like dirty, ashy gray. I'm with you, Mika.
Yeah. There.
What would you think about silver hair? I would love it. Some stories have it that people with Fey ancestry have silver hair even as children. Mm. Josie, I feel like you should have been with us for Salt and Broom.
Yes.
With this,
or maybe you should read Salt and Broom and watch the video.
you should read Salt and
because
Broom. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Christina. Hope everyone is well. Fighting a migraine today, but I will try to keep up. Otherwise, I will read it later. Hug the like. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorting all diamonds I own. I got a pack with all available standard colors. Oh, so you're really getting into this diamond thing.
Wow, that is
diamonds for painting. And 440, so you have 445 colors? Is that how we sort this? That sounds wild.
That's a lot of diamonds. And I'm assuming that's like just like standard average colors. You're not getting like every, I guess not every shade probably. Because I'm thinking, because they do DMC colors, which are embroidery thread colors as diamond. Let me know if that's correct or not. I'm pretty sure that's correct. So it's like standard colors. I mean, did you get like every single DMC color ever? Because that's like Nicole level devotion to crafting, okay? Something I don't have. Whoa.
I mean, Mika like just started doing this.
Yeah.
And I guess she loved it because now she has jumped 100% into the water.
It sounds
She's
like
swimming around in it.
Swimming around in literally probably swimming around in diamonds.
Literally. Oh my gosh, no way, Christina. My hair is red with silver highlights. Definitely silver as it is sparkly. Christina, you are like Anne of Green Gables all grown up.
Yeah.
I never pictured you with red hair.
No. And yesterday she said that she kind of had a similar like life to Anne of Green Gables, right?
Yeah, on the farm and everything.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, we will learn more. I haven't started the next painting yet. No, you've got to sort everything. I agree. Nicole Kidman used to have beautiful red hair. I think it's good on you, Tina, that beautiful Nicole Kidman hair. Glad you're liking it. We are so far.
Yes.
When my youngest was born, his eyebrows almost touched his hairline, and he had a pelt down his spine. Was he super premature too?
Wow.
A month early. And that's why I was covered in hair. So I wonder if he was the same. Yes, this is just round drills in standard colors. No sparkle, glow in the dark, etc. Does that
Mm.
make sense to you, Tina?
Yeah. The drills are diamonds.
Oh, okay. I'm
And
like,
sometimes they're square and you have to like exactly line them up, but circles are circle and they go in the spot. That makes sense.
sort of. I have
But yeah,
like this much of an understanding of what this diamond painting is, and
yeah.
only from looking at Mika's the pictures on Mika's post of it.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
The diamonds are in a circle shape. That's what these are.
You have to use like tweezers and stuff to put them in though.
You
I
can, but
see.
there's also like a kind of like I guess it's a pen shape, right? Okay, and it has you dip it in like a gel solution, not gel, a gel like paste, and you get some gel inside of like the hole there, and you press it on the diamond, and it picks it up, and you put it down where it needs to be. It's
Ooh,
color by numbers.
special tool.
Yes, it's a tool, and then you do that, and then so if they're circles, circles don't line up perfectly, right? Like if you're doing a circle, they're not going to exactly touch every inch of it, right? Every millimeter of it, right?
Right.
But if you do squares, it's more difficult because they have to line up exactly perfectly. With circles, you have a tiny bit of wiggle room.
So circles are better for the amateur.
Yeah, most people, yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
All right. Oh my gosh. So is everybody reading Anne of Green Gables today? Or like, Skylar, are you going to read the murderer book? The advice
But
for the
yeah. Mm-hmm. It's only been 20 minutes. We've talked about so many different things today.
Oh my gosh. And we haven't, like, we've been all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been an all over the place kind of day.
So where are we at? I feel like I don't know. I don't know how you feel about this, but I want to like go. I just want to keep reading. I just want to go through the book. Like I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's do like a super long sprint then.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we'll read like, I don't know, however many chapters. We'll do like a long one.
Okay. Let's see where we are. So we're on chapter 6, right? Chapter 6, yes, and that's 12 minutes long.
Okay.
Then 7 minutes. This is on normal speed. 7 minutes, and then 17, and then 15, and then 15. Let me open up this thing so I can actually see the times. I'll have to skip forward. Gosh. Okay. So like, do you want to go based on regular speed? So like 17 minutes, and then 15. No, wait, 7. Where am I at? Okay. How long do we want to go for? So it's almost 30 right now. So
You want to go for an hour?
if that works. I mean, we can go a little bit shorter, I guess. I wasn't trying to say like we have to like rush through it today. I'm saying is like I'm excited to like hopefully we can get this book done. I don't know, quicker.
Get into the story a little bit.
Yeah. So we could do maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, which isn't that long, I don't think. 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Okay. That's good. That'd be 4 chapters. That would be, we would double what we did on Monday.
Yeah, okay.
All right. 6, 7, 8, and 9 sounds good to me. Let me do this banner.
10 minutes.
Okay. We are reading Anne of Green Gables, chapters 6, 7, 8, and 9. Say done when you're done so we can discuss the developments. How do I save? Why is it not letting me save? There we go. All right. So do we have more comments to do? Yeah, we do. Let's do these real quick. Oh, Mika was 2.5 months premature. That's really early, Mika.
Yeah.
That's probably too early to even have hair. That's why you didn't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be why you love that you relate. You think it's the story of the past.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to listen to Anne, but I don't know. It wasn't. Oh no, it wasn't playing for you the other day. That stinks. That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he was just about a week early, but I have a hairy family, and his dad has Italian too, so lots of dark hair. Okay.
That's very, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I think I'm finally caught up in the stream. Oh, no, it wasn't live.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, are you ready to read? Everybody's ready to read. Let's go chapter
Ready.
6, 7, 8, and 9.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Let me get the banner up and we will go. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit.
I'll be reading. You're
Unmute,
smoking.
unmute, unmute. There's so many things to like push. I feel like my grandmother who can't figure out technology. I'm like, so many things to like push.
Yeah, my power, our power flipped off for a second, and that's the first time it disappeared. I don't know what happened the second time.
Now, is there something that you're pushing that like alerts me that you're back? Because every time you did that, there was like a poop.
Oh,
And so
really?
I was able to, I looked up and I saw, oh, she's not in there anymore.
No, I'm not pushing anything. It's just when I enter, typically what I see is like there's a little like symbol next to guest, or I come up at the bottom like kind of blurry, right? And then you have to click on me and add me. That's
Yeah.
typically what happens for me. I think for you guys, like
I
on
get a little sound. I get a sound when you pop up
Mhm.
that I need to add you.
I wish it happened. I wish my thing had a sound because it's happened many times where people have joined. And I'm like, who's here? No one's here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So we have lots of good comments. What do you think?
Yes. I don't know. I'm just loving it more and more and more. And her talking, and specifically like the praying part, was the cutest thing ever. And she's like her, the woman who adopts her is kind of like, oh, you're praying wrong. But I thought that was so beautiful, and like her wanting to pray more personally was like, just, I don't know, just it was just such a, like a sweet moment of like, I don't know, just like children are so adorable, and like I just love it.
I mean, she asked, how am I supposed to pray? And Marilla told her, and then she did exactly that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really lovely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I also, like, along those same lines, when she was in the whatever room that was, looking at the painting of Jesus with the children or whatever,
Yeah.
loved how like Anne saw the picture, like she was looking at the picture and seeing all of the people in it, and the
Yeah.
little kids and Jesus. Whereas I feel like, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like Marilla just never looked at the picture and never saw the
No.
stuff that
Yeah.
Anne.
Never. Yeah. And that, I think that expression is more personal. I also think that like I hope that they gain that. I hope that Marilla and Matthew gain more, like more, I don't know, personality and more individualism and all that. Like I want, I want them to change because they know her.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I already feel like they maybe kind of are,
Yeah.
like Marie seemed every so often she like softens a little bit, or she has like and I'm like, okay, all right, here we
And
go.
good for Anne for yelling at that for Rachel. Like,
Oh my gosh.
you think I'm
I was
ugly?
like,
You're
ooh,
ugly.
I think I
Got
looked
him.
up right when you were reading that part because I saw your face go,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. I'm surprised that she did it though,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
because it's really rude.
yeah, it was rude in that time, but I'm happy she did it. Rachel deserved it. Rachel's the worst. I thought I was gonna like Rachel, but I'm not liking Rachel. That's really horrible to say to a child and then be like, she's talking back to me. It's like, yeah, because you're a bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. So what did you think of the punishment? Should she have been punished, do you think? And do you think it was a good punishment?
no, I think that in the time, I think a punishment of let's not act that way in public in the time and also in today would be appropriate. Like, let's
That's not a punishment, that's a lecture.
that's a lecture, but that's not appropriate. I don't think that there would need to be a punishment for it, because if someone is mean to you, probably shouldn't be mean to them back. That's not right, but you shouldn't let people like. I feel like Anne is so fragile emotionally, and like that, her standing up for herself and doing that is surprising, because at least she doesn't let people walk all over her and possibly hurt her even more.
I
Right.
mean, she had a very emotional day, so she
Yeah.
was probably at the end
Yeah.
of her rope anyway. And then to have some old woman come in and call you ugly and redheaded, which she is
Yeah.
redheaded. So that part, I mean, I guess it's an insult, but it's also true. She is redheaded.
Yeah.
Ugly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's an awful thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, it's so, I don't know.
But also, I think Marilla's right. It's a guest in the home. It's an older person.
Uh-huh.
And like, just because someone is rude to you doesn't mean that you can be rude to them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I mean, maybe you bite your tongue and you like complain to Marilla about it later or something, or I don't know. You go, I don't know. I don't know what you do.
I don't know, yeah. Yeah, I think that's like, I don't know. I think in that time, that is a not appropriate response, right? But I
I don't
mean,
think it's an appropriate response at any time.
I had
Like,
my
I'm okay for
grandmother.
being angry and being like super pissed about it because it's so rude.
My grandmother was like that. Like, she was very like, she didn't have a filter, and she would kind of comment on people's bodies and comment on people were eating and just be very just like insensitive, I guess. And it was hurtful. And in that moment, saying something about it and being like, leave, like my mom would be like, no, you can't say that to her, leave. And she would come back the next day or whatever, right? It wasn't like she was
Right.
never coming back again, but my grandmother was very like, probably mean on purpose would be a good description of it, just like
Yeah.
mean to be mean. And
Yeah.
I don't know, so I'm also like, yeah, like tell her off, because I've my mom's done that before, I've done that before, and like it is what it is, right? But I don't know, I don't really, I think maybe hopefully Marilla will be like, she was wrong, right? But you can't speak to her that way, which is reasonable.
Yeah. I think it's reasonable too, which is why I'm okay with the punishment being you have to go and like apologize. At the very least, apologize for being rude, right? Like you don't have to apologize for what you said necessarily. But like that it was rude for you to lash out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's an imagination. She can craft something if she wants to.
Yes. Make some loopholes in her apology.
Exactly. All right. So let's see. We got Kenny is here. I don't know
Hey,
if Kenny's
Kenny.
still here. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Kenny. All right. Josie has a good point here because like I stopped and read this sentence a couple times too because I was like, what's he saying here?
It was a little, yeah.
In chapter 6, Matthew said to Marilla about Anne, I think she's of the sort you can do anything with if you only get her to love you. This, I don't like it. I can't place my finger on why.
And Mika's response to it makes a lot of sense, I think, from what I read, but I don't think I read the whole thing.
All right, let's see. Skylar is not reading. Mika's done. All right, Mika's response. This would sound really predatory in a different context, for sure. Yeah. But I think Matthew didn't mean it like that.
Yes.
Or at least I don't think Matthew would ever hurt a child. I think he's right, though. Anne could be easily taken advantage of because she's so love-starved.
Yeah. And I think Matthew meant it in a good way. Meant it in like, if you care about her, she'll care about you. And she'll care about your things. And you can't just use her. You have to love her first and just love you first, right?
Right.
But I think that, I don't know, at least in our society, right? It's deemed, I think most people would think this, if an older man is favoring a young girl, there's a problem there, right? There could be an issue there. But at the same time, I think it's sweet for him to do that because it might come off in a strange or inappropriate way, but it's sweet, right? In this context, I think we know what Matthew is thinking, at least for now we do. And I would say there's nothing creepy going on there with Matthew.
No, I don't think so either. I think he wants, yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. We'll see. I don't remember anything creepy like that happening in this book.
Not.
All right, Christina's reading, listening. I bet she's maybe all the way. Just started chapter 8. Okay, let me scroll through. Christina also made the bed, folded and put away all the laundry.
Whoa.
And Mika's having trouble with YouTube, buffering, and then She's not alive.
Uh,
Buffering. All right, Christina's on with chapter 8, and she's probably on to chapter 9. Chapter
yeah.
9 is kind of long though, right?
No, I thought it was a shorter one. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Is that the one where she goes off on Mrs. Rachel though?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, everyone's having the buffering problem.
Oh.
Oh, Mika loves the praying part. Isn't that what praying is all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think so.
Yeah.
The way Anne wanted to pray is how my Baptist churches say is a good way to pray if you want, because it's more natural and genuine.
Yeah.
It's like a conversation, right? That's
Yeah.
how I was always taught, is it's supposed to be like a conversation. Pray without ceasing would not be possible with formal prayer. Yeah, like how many times can you say the Lord's Prayer before you're like done with it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I think it's so interesting that she's so like she immediately goes up to the painting of Jesus and is like is imagining him and thinking about him, the way he react. And I think that's so like it's less like clean and like formal. It's like reality and like
Yeah.
how, I mean, that's how I think that's how Jesus is described, right? And so it is it's a very like surprisingly like, I don't know, I think Anne is such an interesting person. Like, and I've seen, this is maybe kind of on another topic about her, right? But I've seen clips of the one scene where in Anne of Green, in Annie with an E, where this girl like starts crying and Anne goes up to her like, "What is it?" And she's like, "Oh, how I love being a woman." And Anne feels so much like Anne, like, I don't know, Anne is just like a great representation of like a young girl and like that, like just like the core definition of that and like what it means and like all of that. And I love that so much because it's so like, I love it.
Yeah. It's like she has all of this innocence, and yet she has so much like experience in her life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So that's the Baptist church way.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew is different from Marilla. Marilla's the one who's black and white. And I think that's why Matthew is so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really have to like get out of my mind that they're married.
Yes. Yes. I just keep thinking they're husband and wife. And
I know. I have to like stop that.
Yeah. They're not acting odd. They're not acting married. I just assume they're an old couple from day one, and that is just keeping in my mind.
I know. It's in my mind too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, YouTube interrupts every single sentence at least twice.
Oh.
I don't know what to do.
No, I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like it would be better to nicely explain why it hurt her feelings. I think that could possibly get through to Rachel better. No one wants to listen to an angry outburst.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, yeah. And I do almost feel like it should have been Marilla that said something, right?
And I wish Marilla had said something at the end. Like, it wasn't right that she yelled at you, but don't like she kind of does, right? A little bit, like don't say that to a child or something like that.
Yeah. She kind of calls her on it, but only after Anne goes off, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not a good place to be receptive to that, right? So, yeah.
I think we have to keep in mind that Marilla and Matthew are a product of their time, considering that the punishment is pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I think the punishment is reasonable for this present time. Like,
yeah.
I feel like if I had a daughter that like went off on a guest in my house, I would probably require her to apologize. But I would probably work on the apology with her so that she wasn't apologizing. Like I said, like she's not apologizing for the things that she said, maybe just the way that she said them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we would work out language that she could apologize and still stay true to her, like, I'm not sorry for what I said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Rachel is not a person who's open to listen to a child.
That's true. Yes. And that's what she
or anybody else. I feel like I don't know that Rachel is like big on like let's discuss.
Yeah, I also think that they could have some Annie and Marilla Anne and Marilla can have some common ground on like, we don't like her, so like we don't need to take what she says as true. Like we don't have to be mean to her about it, but like just ignore her.
Yeah. Well, and the whole I hate you, stomping, 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 that's a bit extreme.
Yes. Yeah. It's very Anne of that. It's very like dramatic,
Yes.
very
It's very much a little girl who's had a very long day and didn't know what
yeah.
was going to happen to her. Like, why was Marilla being so cagey about not telling Anne she was going to get to stay? I didn't like that.
No, it felt seemed like she was trying to use that in a way to get her to follow her directions.
It just felt mean to me, like to leave this
Yeah,
little kid hanging, not knowing what's going to happen to her.
definitely. Yeah.
I don't think the punishment is wrong at all. She sent her to a room and then talked to her and told her to apologize, as children should be respectful to their elders.
Fair.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I mean, I totally agree with that.
Mm-mm.
Christina doesn't find that creepy about Matthew. I think Anne is ADHD. Really? Why? Why do you think that?
Because she's so hyper, maybe. I don't know. I'm not
The
saying that
three can definitely talk.
yeah, I don't think that's like a total. I don't know if that I don't have ADHD, right? I don't have any really experience with that. But as someone, I think as someone who talks fast, that can just be a part of your personality, and that could just be a part of like being a child and like the environment you grew up in and all that kind of stuff. It could be that, right? As I've, gotten some treatment for like my anxiety and my OCD, it's been like everyone's been like, you started talking a lot slower. And I'm like, really? And they're like, you talk so much slower. You are
I
not.
think it's because you listen to all of these audiobooks on like 18 times speed, and then your brain thinks that's how people talk.
Yeah. I'm definitely not about that too. But as I've started to like calm down in general, my speed has calmed down. So I don't know if it could be like a mental health issue, which, I mean, why not, right? I mean, back then it wasn't like I was going to get diagnosed or anything. But I think it could just be maybe her personality as well.
Yeah, I don't know enough about 11-year-old girls and what, like, it seems sometimes like she's acting like a 5-year-old, like with the temper tantrum and the like super imagination and the talking all the time. And that seems like a younger child than 11. But again,
Yeah.
I don't know at what age.
Yeah.
11, you're in like what, 5th grade or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Reading it through this time, Rachel reminds me a little of Mrs. Dursley, Miss Minchin, or someone like that.
Mm.
I don't know who these people are.
Is Mrs. Dursley the adoptive parent in Harry Potter?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is that one of the teachers? I don't know.
I don't know. Who are these people? Tell us. Who knows? Marilla did say something. She did. The punishment for some of those things back in this time would be a switch or spend the day in your own room with no food. Right. Which is what
Yeah.
Mrs. Rachel wanted and what Anne wanted.
Unexpected, yes.
Lock me away in the cellar with no food.
Yes.
Personally, I don't believe in locking kids in their rooms. Yeah, me neither. I think you should take away privileges or give them extra housework. Yeah, I can get behind that. Just like I used to pay my parents back for stuff I wanted with chores. I think children can make up for bad behavior by doing chores. It's like paying them back for what they did.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because she is very hyperactive. Yes. She is very distractible. Yes. And she has a hyperactive imagination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I suppose if those are hallmarks of ADHD, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Back in the day before video games, kids were like that. They had imaginations and talked a lot sometimes, especially a little girl who was used to only talking to herself. Okay, so 11 is like still at
Yeah.
the age that
Mm-hmm.
you're doing that.
And that's what she reminds me of. Like I didn't really have a ton of internet access at that age. I don't think I did. And so it was kind of like, or maybe a little bit younger than that, I didn't have internet access. And so it was kind of just like, I don't know. I feel like I was raised like older, like an older generation. Like oh my gosh, my cat. Okay. She jumped, she fell. Okay, hold on, she's fine.
I was like, what's going on?
She jumped her my
Turned into like a horror movie or something.
My closet onto the thing she sits on, and she fell. Anyway, but I feel like that's how kind of, I don't know, like I think I relate to Anne in that. So yeah.
At 11, I was in 6th grade.
Yeah. So
yeah,
like
maybe 6th grade.
5 plus, you're 5 in 1st grade. No, you're 5 in kindergarten. So 5, like whatever your age you are, minus 5, I guess, right? So that you have the age. But I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, Harry's aunt. You were so close.
Yes.
I don't think it's just Anne being a little girl, because other children are described as acting more normal. I mean, she's definitely a handful, this one. Like,
yes.
All of the talking, just so much talking.
Yeah. And she keeps
her like calms down.
Probably, yeah. I mean, as she gets older, she probably will.
You need to calm down.
Yes. And like through the other books, she gets like married and stuff, right? And like has kids.
I feel like it, because I do remember there being like, it's romantic, but you can't have romance with an 11-year-old.
No,
So,
not yet.
No, I don't know how old she gets by the end of this book, but yeah. Oh, and then the bosom friend thing. I forgot about the bosom friend.
Yes, and now she's gonna have a friend, hopefully with a girl down the road.
Do you think it's gonna be Diana, or do you think it's gonna be an imaginary friend? I can't remember.
That imaginary friend thing was just so sweet.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
My imaginary friends were more imaginary boyfriends, but you know, it wasn't as like best friendy. It was like make boyfriends, and when I was like 5. Yeah.
That's funny.
But not imaginary friends I was actually like close with. No.
Yeah, I never did either. And I never knew anyone that had an imaginary friend that I know of.
Not super close, no.
I always wanted an imaginary friend, but I just couldn't get behind it. I couldn't make it happen for myself.
Yeah.
It's also that she's had to imagine everything, including her friends. Other kids get taught to be quiet and seen and not heard until they are away from the adults. It's true. So she wouldn't have, I mean, I guess she'd have to go talk to herself in her room.
Yeah.
If she didn't talk to the grown-ups.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anne reminds me a lot of me, and I have ADHD.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you a big talker, Josie? Normal is a setting on a washing machine. It's true.
Yeah.
Normal people scare me. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not sure what normal is, because I'm not even sure that there's even a majority of people that are sort of the same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Romantic is not always a love thing. It's a feeling of the time period, like cozy is now.
So there's not like a really strong, like, nowadays what we consider romantic, at least at first.
I don't know. I thought it was. But I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We have to keep reading.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, it's been 40 years since I read this, probably. I never had imaginary friends, but I had OCs. What's an OC?
Original character, maybe?
Okay. Oh, okay. Who I imagined to be me, and I'd imagine situations in a fandom. Each OC was only for one fandom and didn't have crossovers. Yeah, maybe I had characters who I imagined to be me, and I'd imagine situations and oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's more what I was doing. Yeah,
Good
yeah, yeah.
way to like to have it like an imaginary life, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Christina says OC. Yes, I'm a big talker. I frequently annoy my parents with it. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Mm,
Original character. Very cool.
yeah.
Often they're designed for a specific fandom.
Mm,
Very cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess, do you think Anne is going to go apologize? I think she has to, but
I think she's going to. I'm hoping that it'll be like a roundabout. Like they'll be like, we'll go apologize and there'll be some talking about it and maybe that'll make her more connected to Marilla. Because it'll be like, oh, I didn't really want to do it, but you kind of gotta go have to, even though I don't think you like, you know what I mean? So like, I absolutely happens there with that. So I think she will apologize. I don't know if it'll be sincere.
I also don't know if Mrs. Rachel is going to like be having it.
Oh no. I don't.
Like,
I don't think she
like
will.
she'll say
But
something that's rude.
yeah.
When they say it's a romantic story, it's more the feeling of cozy or what you would dream about. The romantic era is like Jane Austen time period, not her stories.
Okay.
Like, I'd imagine that Batman had a son named Benjamin Wayne, and that I was Benjamin Wayne. I was 10 at the time, so Benjamin was 10. Oh my gosh, you did totally make up like this whole thing. Oh, one of my favorite scenes is coming up. All right, very
This is
cool.
the apologizing scene.
Is it? I don't know. Although they have romance in them. I guess that's the difference I'm trying to say. Romantic versus romance.
Okay.
Yeah. Like romantic
Yes.
is the feeling of like cozy and lovely and like, yeah. And
Yeah. Like
romance is an actual like relationship.
yeah, like romanticizing stuff. That's not like
Yeah.
actually romantic feelings. It's just like
Things feel romantic.
yes.
Yeah, no, I get that totally. Oh, that's your favorite scene is the heck of an apology?
I'm excited for this.
Do it, do it, do it. What are we reading next? What's the next, can we do
Okay.
4 more chapters?
Let's see.
Or
Let me get
not?
this map on. Okay. So where are we at? Where are we at? There we are. Okay. So let me go. Let me nine. Okay. So the next chapter is 15 minutes long. Chapter
Okay.
10 is 15. Chapter 11 is 11 minutes. Chapter 12 is 12 minutes. And then chapter 13 is 10 minutes.
15, 25, 36, 48.
Is that too long?
I don't think so.
11, 12, and 13. Yeah. And then the next couple chapters are longer. So I guess we should do that. Yeah.
All right, so let's do the next 4 chapters, which are, we are reading chapters 10, 11, 12, wait, whoops, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. Say done when you're done. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm curious to see like what she's gonna do.
Yes.
I'm curious. Well, we know what she's gonna do. I guess she's gonna apologize. I cannot wait to see this scene. All
Yeah.
right. So 4 chapters, say done when you're done. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Okay, I think everybody's done. No,
Yeah. Me, you, Mika, and
and Josie.
yeah. Is that
Okay,
everybody? I think so.
I don't. I can't remember. Is Christina reading along too? And Kenny's not reading. She's just listening to us.
Neither
Christina,
is Skylar, right? Maybe. Christina, let us know.
yeah. If you don't want us to start talking, tell us.
Yes.
Because I have questions for Mika and Lula.
Yes.
And
I don't know, because she had gotten to chapter 8 at the end of the last sprint. So she had to read one more chapter with us as well. And she is
yeah,
listening slower. Because I'm listening 1x faster than she is. So
I feel like we flew through those 4 chapters though.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Like way faster than any of the other
How long
ones.
how long was that sprint? Because
I mean,
I
I didn't really know, but I feel like it was 25 minutes or something.
really, that was it. I had something to eat twice. I had ice cream and then I had something to eat towards the end as well, like food. Let's see.
Because Kenny came in at 6:42, and we had just started, I think.
Yeah, it was less than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It was exactly 30 minutes almost, basically.
I
Depending
mean,
on how
we
long we
were
go.
flying.
Oh, absolutely, yes. It was such an interesting bit to read, and I really
No, keep going. Oh, you really what? Sorry, I just had to like flip my
no,
pages.
I didn't want to talk spoilers if Christina wasn't ready yet, but I think we're getting more into the story. We're getting more into the life of the characters, and I think it was much more interesting. Not interesting, but much more. I'm liking it more and more as I read. Basically, like it just keeps getting better and better.
I feel like I keep waiting now for like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, what's the like now that
Yeah,
we're into like we've got all the characters and we know who they all are, and we sort of have like a sense of their personalities and stuff. And I'm like, okay, now what is the actual like story? Like, where are we going from here?
yeah, and I don't know. Will there be that type of story, right? Like, because it was written such a long time ago, and it is a children's book, so maybe it'll be just kind of like a happy story. But I don't know. Will there be kind of like maybe is she legally adopted? Something like that. That's what I'm thinking might come up. I don't know how
Or
that works.
it would just be like a series of little events in Anne's life.
Yeah, I hope it's the latter, but I'm interested to see if it will be. Actually, they have some sort of like big plot to it.
Yeah, I kind of hope that there's like a little, maybe not a big plot, but at least a little bit of a plot to it.
I'm hoping there isn't. I just want it to be us seeing Anne's life and the plot being Marilla and Matthew just like falling in love with her.
Yeah, that would be okay. But I feel like I feel like there needs to be some I don't know,
Conflict?
tension or something. Like yeah.
Yeah. I guess in writing there should be, right?
But maybe it's just like little vignettes of conflict. I mean, Anne is like a whole big conflict herself, right? Because she's just like constantly, it's just constant.
I don't have puff sleeves and everyone else in school has puff sleeves. What am I
I
going to do?
know.
Like, I just, oh. But I think I'm
I
just looking forward
highlighted
more.
something because I like that Marilla said, because I was like, oh yeah, I totally feel this. She says, oh, in chapter 10, she's like, I am thoroughly worn out trying to follow the gyrations of Anne's thoughts. And I'm like, yes, I feel exactly the same way.
Yeah. So do we want to talk about the apology, which is basically what we're leading up to in the
Yes.
sprint, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I wish I had my camera on because I had come in. First of all, I actually left my camera on when I left my room. So you saw me walk in. I was like, oops, didn't mean to. But I was eating, so I didn't have my camera on. I was like, I wish I had it on. Because when she started the apology, it was the funniest thing ever. It was hilarious. Like,
I was like, what is she gonna say? Because I was like, oh man, she's gonna like go off on this woman. Because she was like thinking of it all the way and she was so happy. And I was like, oh no, this is gonna be like, it was not what I was expecting.
not even a little bit. And then she, was it real or was it fake, right? And it doesn't seem to matter either way to the characters, to the story. It's like, they believed her, so that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. If you're going to do something, you might as well do it thoroughly.
Yeah, she just fell down to her knees and was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, that is like the
It's
craziest
so
thing.
dramatic.
I wasn't expecting that to happen.
No. Just like so much drama.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. The next chapter is something I recognize from Anne with an E. I hated it. It was so sad.
Is this the throwing up scene?
The picnic.
It must be. It must be because, right, what she said was like a child was dying or choking and she made them throw up.
Oh, is this the vomiting scene?
So I guess I'm assuming.
Oh, maybe.
That because of the food, maybe choking.
Huh. Yeah, I was like, something is going to happen at this picnic because Anne is just like too excited about it.
Yeah.
Yes, Mika, I have a question for you. Was one of these scenes your one of your favorite scenes?
Yeah,
and was
let
it
us know.
Or is it still coming up?
Yeah.
That's my question for Mika. Ooh, it is a hard to read scene. All right.
Ooh.
Well,
okay.
Maybe we should just read the one chapter then in our next sprint and come back.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's our homework. It's more character driven than plot driven. Okay. Well, we're definitely getting the characters.
Yes.
And Anne is definitely a little drama queen. Oh, it's not the thing.
Okay. Okay. No. Much worse. Oh. Okay. So is it exactly the next chapter?
Is it exactly the next chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew something was going to happen at this picnic. She was too excited about going. It's so Anne. Anne with an E to a T.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so, like the fact that she's able to even keep all of that in her head to just be like stream of consciousness saying it is actually pretty remarkable to me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. What else? Is Diana her bosom friend?
Yes. I hope her and Diana stay friends, but we'll see. Is it something with like, is it gonna be so what I mean it was a spoiler, right? But like what Lula said, right? With like that, could it be something to do with that thing they did?
What thing did they do?
Like the ritual, like the little like thing they did? Could it be something with that? This is not the time of witchcraft, right? What time is it? What year is it?
I don't know.
Early 1902
or something? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I hope not, but that, I mean, maybe something with that. So maybe Diana isn't, and she tells somebody her secrets or something of the sort.
Oh, maybe.
I guess we'll have to find out, but
I feel like I was reading the parts about Diana and Anne and how they were like fast friends, but I kind of was like, I don't see these two little girls being best friends. Like they just, I don't know. It seemed more like they were playing together because they didn't have anyone else to play with.
Yeah. Isn't that how children become friends? Like they just like, you want to be my best friend minute you meet them, and then there you go, that's that. You're close to each other location wise.
I guess. I'm looking for more of a soulmate connection now. A bosom friend.
Yes.
We'll see. Oh, Mika says just
wait. Yes.
Well, I kind of feel like, is it the very next chapter? Because part of me is like, let's just quick read the next chapter.
Yeah.
Oops. Just as I say that, Christina's like, I'm just caught up. Now we're going to read another chapter. I'm caught up and I got my son's whiteboard calendar redone for the month.
Okay, cool.
It's before World War One. World War One has just started when she's a grown up. Okay, so it is like early 1900s.
All right.
If Lula and I say anything more, it'll spoil the scene.
Okay, won't say anything then.
All right, is it the next scene? Is it the very next chapter? Because I want to say, let's read one more chapter and then let's talk about it.
Are they saying let's not say anymore that it's the next chapter because it'll spoil it? Or are they saying, can you tell us if you can't tell us what chapter it is? Like, just let it, like, I can't tell you what chapter it is, but let us know. Don't tell us details, but just tell us if you can what chapter it is, because we want to know.
Because I kind of feel like the apology and all of the lead up to the picnic is the only thing that happened in those, what we just read.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A bosom friend is a best friend.
Yeah.
It should be the next chapter. How long is the next chapter? How many minutes?
19 minutes.
I say we read one more chapter, and that'll be our last sprint tonight, and then we'll talk about that chapter, and then we'll talk about if we need homework.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I want to get to that scene.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have anything to talk about with the chapters we already read?
No.
I don't want to cut that short. But... And now the stream is live. I don't know how many chapters it's in, but it starts in the next one. The last few paragraphs in chapter 13 lead up to the incident. Yeah, I'm definitely was like, something is happening with this picnic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Should we read? The next one is 20 minutes, which means it's a pretty long chapter. So maybe that's where the whole incident is.
Yeah. And then the next one after that is 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So it's got to be the next chapter.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys okay with reading one more chapter as our last sprint, talking about it, and then we'll decide if we want to do homework?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're reading Anne of Green Gables, chapter 14 only.
Mm-hmm.
And say done when you're done. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what this is. This next scene is like the favorite scene. Is that we're clearing this up, or it's just an awful, awful scene?
It sounds like it's going to be awful.
I think it's going to be awful.
Yeah.
But it isn't also the favorite.
Maybe, yeah. Drum roll.
I know, drum roll. All right, well, we'll see. All right, I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes then. Chapter 14.
See you then.
All right. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah. It
I'm
wasn't bad at all.
I mean, it was sad because I really thought she wasn't going to get to go to the picnic,
Yeah.
but then she wasn't too late and she got to go. So I was like, okay, it turns out better.
Yeah. And it
Um,
was, at least for me, it was sad. It was definitely sad and upsetting, but it's also like pretty, I don't know, pretty realistic for like a punishment for a child. I don't know, right? Like,
yeah, of
okay,
course.
back
Like if
when
someone
you,
stole something super valuable or like lost it, yeah, that's like a real like a fair punishment. Yeah.
and a typical misunderstanding. It was an accident. It got snagged on the shawl. It's in the thingy. Typical misunderstanding. And then she owns up to it and is like, I'm sorry I didn't trust you when you first said it. You shouldn't have lied to me about it, but I should have trusted you in the beginning. And let's go to the picnic because you deserve that because you were right and I was wrong. Like it was just a perfect. It wasn't upsetting. I was expecting like a horrific. Like it was. It was pretty. It was a good chapter.
I was impressed that Marilla like owned up to it, that she had made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah. Mhm. I was glad she
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
All right. I hate this scene. Oh wait, let me go back to Josie. That wasn't as bad as the TV show portrayed it. Ooh, so I'm curious what how the TV show
Yeah.
made it. I hate this scene because I cannot stand to read about injustice. And Marilla was so quick to believe that Anne was wicked.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was upsetting.
so quick.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but at least, yes, that was definitely really frustrating because I don't know, I assumed that Anne was not lying, right? That she would never do something like that. But I would now think that this will strengthen the relationship and this will also strengthen their trust in each other and hopefully I think that it was a good I don't know, all in all, I think it came out with a good ending, better than the start.
Yeah. But I definitely understand both Anne and Marilla.
Yeah,
Like, because there would be no reason for Marilla not to think that Anne lost it, right?
yeah,
Like, and she was like, just tell me you lost it and we'll go find it where you lost it. Like this whole I didn't touch it. Because you would think, like, I don't know, I see Marilla's thinking there's no other explanation,
yeah,
but then there is.
yeah. Hmm.
Dun dun dun. True, the TV show made it much worse. Ooh, I wonder what the TV show did to it.
Yeah,
I just imagine that it must have felt to Anne as if her safe new home wasn't so safe after all.
yeah,
Well, yeah, and also the fact that um, she thought that if she made up a big, nice confession, she'd be able to go
yeah,
to the picnic. And so she was like destroyed that her confession, the thing that she did to go to the picnic, is the thing that's now keeping her in trouble.
yeah. But at least I would hope that at least I thought at the end, you know, at the end of the scene that would strengthen what they have already. And I think that that's also like a part of like I don't know, like there's issues sometimes and there's problems and you do stuff wrong, but it doesn't mean you're not a part of the family, right? She didn't kick her out, right? And I think she
Anne is becoming more and more like part of the family. Like
yeah,
I feel like Marilla is slowly like
yeah,
realizing that she is just like a sweet little girl who wants, who wants love and who wants to like be part of their family.
yeah. Hmm.
To her, she was looking for, yes, totally, which meant the world to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, but then she got it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
so glad that she didn't miss everything. I
Yeah.
was so worried she was going to miss everything. And I was like, how are they going to make this up to her?
Yeah. Worried that she would find it, but then it would have been too late. It would have been like,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, yeah. But she was, it was perfect timing and everything. Just, oh,
I can't remember how the movie portrayed it. I just remember I liked it better than the TV show. Wow.
mm.
Yeah, I feel like they would have to make this a bigger deal than maybe it was in the book, right? For the movie,
Yeah.
make it more dramatic or something. And it was snatched from her. She thought she did nothing wrong, To an 11-year-old, that's a tragedy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's true. She didn't do anything wrong. She knew she didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, the novel doesn't go
No.
that far.
Mm-mm.
Does
It don't.
the TV show go that far, though? Does she miss the whole picnic in the TV show? Because that would make it a lot worse.
Yeah, and I think that would take the the meaning out of what happened if she missed the picnic. And I think it wouldn't have kept the relationship that same way if she had missed it.
Well, they'd have to make it up to her somehow.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that would be, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel better about this like super awful scene that I was like, what is going to happen? This is going to be terrible. Ooh, okay, maybe not so bad. Oops. Yeah. Not so bad in the novel.
Yes. Doesn't seem
which is
like
very
it.
neat.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But again, we like flew
No, I
through
know.
that.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I
30.
think we should we read one more or should we just talk about homework?
I think we should just talk about homework.
Okay.
Is that
All
we're 33% in right now.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. What do you want to do like do we want to what do you think about finishing it? Like I guess we could finish it in 2 more, right? I think we still have a lot left where I don't know, what do you think? Because I was
I
thinking
think we still have, so let me look. We're at chapter 15 and it goes to chapter 38. I feel like we should try to get to, we're at 33% now. Oof, I was going to say, I feel like we should try to get to 60% just to be on the safe side.
yeah.
If we're going to finish it in 2 things, but that seems like a lot of homework.
Yeah, but it is I don't know. Because if we get to 60%, then we have to read basically what we read in 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little bit more. Which I think we could do. Or do you want to spread it out and make it go over longer?
Like go another sprint. Like do it 3 sprints.
Yeah.
Like
do 3
do
or 4.
you, me, you.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday, Monday.
I'm fine with 60% because before we got here, I was like, I would like, before we started, I was like, we should do like a bunch of homework and finish the book and then discuss it on Monday. Because I just want to get right through it.
Well, hey, I mean, if you guys want to do that, I can do that.
But we have a while left of it, and I think maybe now that I'm like actually seeing the percent we're at, I'm like maybe reading, 90%. What is it? 60? Yes, I think it's 66%, right? Reading 66 more percent is not.
What gets us? What chapter is 66%?
So let me just go through. I'm on chapter 21 right now. I just reload Scribd. Come on, Scribd, load. Okay, that's 50. Okay, it's 53%. Chapter 23. 58%. Okay. Whoa. I feel like we're far in now. Okay, that's 68. No, go back. I think I might be right there. At least close enough, right? Okay, so 65% is the start of chapter 26.
Okay. So we're reading 12 chapters before Monday.
Yeah. Or, right?
Yeah.
Or 10. 15.
We're only on chapter, yeah.
15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah. 20, yeah, 12 chapters. Is that too much for everybody? Let us know.
We're reading through chapter 26 or to chapter 26?
To chapter 26.
So do not read chapter 26. Okay. Don't read. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah. That's good, me. What else do y'all think about it?
All right, what do we got here? Let's talk about homework. She's doing her Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
I could read it all in chat on Monday.
I did say that, yes.
Cool. Oh, because they read the whole thing and talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coda and Nicole finished it last night, I think.
If we could finish on Monday, that would be great because I can't make it live next Wednesday. I'd like to be here to discuss the ending. Okay, so what are the chances that we get this done on Monday if we're doing
At the speed I'm listening at, which is
8, 9, 10, 11, that's 13 chapters we'd have to do on Monday.
at the speed I'm listening to at, which is significantly faster than the speed Christina is on. Let me go down to her speed. Okay, if we're listening on Christina's speed, it's 2 hours and 21 minutes left of the book after homework, which doesn't seem doable because we've been live for about that same amount of time right now.
Yeah, it doesn't give us a lot of time to talk.
No.
So should we do more homework? Should we do like 75% of the book?
Yeah, I mean, if we want to do that, then yeah.
So wait, how many chapters did we do today? Today we did 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We did 9 chapters today.
Okay.
So what if we read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chapters on Monday? That's chapter 30.
Yeah.
Can we read to chapter 29?
Over the break?
Over the break?
Yeah. Because then at Christina's speed is 137.
Right. Okay. So don't read chapter 30. We will read 15 to 29.
Mm-hmm.
Read 15 to 29.
Let me go up then. Hold on.
Right. Does that sound good? Wait, what do we got here? So I'll be late on Monday, so I'll read a few more chapters. I may just finish. I have 3.5 hours left. And Josie says, yeah. Okay, so let's do that then. Or do you guys just want to finish it and just talk on Monday?
Yeah. Because if we want to...
No, I want to finish it together. So the last 5 chapters or the last however many we should read together, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I like it when we can read and really talk like in real time about the ending.
Yeah. And I bet so chapter 30 is 25 minutes. The next chapter is 13. And then the next chapter is 15. So we could probably do that all in one sprint. And then
right.
Mika can read to chapter 25, and they'll have the last 2 chapters left, I guess, right? That makes sense? No, not through chapter 24. Yes. No, 34. What am I saying? So that's chapter 30, 31, 32. Yeah. So read to chapter 33, I guess, Mika. Don't start chapter 33. And then if you join us on that second sprint we had, then that should be good there, I guess. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. If I'm saying is if we get to chapter 29, if we get to chapter 30, right? We don't start chapter 30 before we start on Monday, and Mika's like an hour late, then our first sprint will probably be the next 3 chapters.
Okay.
Probably. Based on the length, I'm assuming. Next 2, 3 chapters. Yeah.
And we're definitely finished this on Monday.
Yeah, it's an hour and 40 minutes at the speed that an hour and 20 minutes at the speed Christina's listening at. And
yeah, we can do that on Monday for sure.
Okay, then.
Okay, so Mika is reading, her homework is to chapter 33.
Yes.
All the rest of us, our homework is to read to chapter 29. Do not read chapter 30.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Are you going to put this in the Instagram?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we're going to finish it on Monday.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That works for me. Works for everyone. All right. Very, very,
Yes,
very, very.
hopefully it does.
All right. Sounds
right.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Mondays are pretty much always that I only get home an hour late. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
That actually will probably be about right on time when we finish reading 33 too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, we got homework, we got a plan, we got
Yes,
stuff
we
to
do.
do. All right, and I'm gonna
Okay.
take down my we'll just do a regular reading sprint on Wednesday then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds
All
good.
right,
Okay.
cool beans.
Yes.
All right, guys, this was fun.
So fun.
Getting good, getting good.
Very much. Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
All right, Mika, good luck with your Norwegian.
Yes.
Christina, if you're gonna keep reading, good luck, have fun. And
Yes.
Josie, I don't know, are you gonna keep reading too? Am I gonna keep? No, I'm not gonna keep. I have a book club on Saturday I've got to read the book for.
Yeah.
Kenny was a lurker. Kenny, why don't you read it too over the weekend, and then you can join us and you can chit chat with us too. I'm curious.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, you've done this before, right?
Hmm.
I will catch up. I'm going on a trip on Saturday, so I'll be reading the whole time.
Okay,
Oh,
that'll be fun. Yes, do that.
all right. Good, good, good. All right.
Okay.
Well then, hey, you guys have a good weekend.
Yes.
See you on Monday.
Yeah. See you Monday. Okay. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.